What's good, y'all? It's your girl Armani Caesar, and I'm chilling with the crew at allhiphop.com. It's lit, it's up, and it's stuck. Chill.
What's the word? Your man Slop Shot here from allhiphop.com, recording live from the crib for the first time. And I have a very, very special guest, First Lady of Griselda. Can you please introduce yourself?
It's the AR, MANI, Caesar Leo. Nah, I'm just like, it's your girl Armani Caesar, and I'm here with your boy. What's
You
up?
know, that's how I got introduced to you from what you call it, Westside's album, Caesar Leo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm from the
Yeah.
South, so it's a big name around these Lil Cease. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. How'd you get your name?
Actually, DJ Shay, the guy that passed away recently, gave me that name. Like we was trying to come up with names and it just stuck. It was like Armani was more so for like the sexy, more feminine side of me, and Caesar was just like for the spitter side of me. It was just like, when I
So
go on the
cool.
beat, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The duality of both.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so I see you got the chain Buffalo Kids, but I don't know. Are you from NC or Buffalo?
I'm from Buffalo originally. I just moved to NC like 10 years ago. So it's kind of like I got my musical start like more so here.
Hmm.
So, it's kind of like I'm from both. I'm like from NYNC.
Okay, got you. So, which one you like better?
I like the food in Buffalo better. I like, the lifestyle in North Carolina better. It's cool. It's, up and coming. Charlotte is growing
Mhm.
like fast. So,
I've
and
seen.
it's like the New York. Everybody that is from New York. They come to Charlotte.
I have a couple friends
Like
down
they
there.
get away.
Yeah,
It's the New York. So,
I got you. So, but all right then. So, from being that I'm like from the same from Brooklyn, how would you
mm,
explain Buffalo to somebody from Brooklyn?
it's like a big hood divided up into little hoods. Like that's
Mhm.
Buffalo and
Oh,
Wing.
okay. And and wings. I
Yeah.
had a few of those. I got you. All right then. So what got you into the music? What got you spitting this season?
I just always loved music. I came from like a heavy musical background with my family. Like my mom was in a choir. My,
Mhm.
dad and my grandma both hip hop heads crazy. They still on the music heavy. And my uncle was a DJ. So I just was always around music, and then just being from like the inner city, the hood, like, everybody be rapping and
Everybody got
doing
their
their
rhyme.
little freestyles, yeah, their little ciphers or whatever. And I was the first female like that actually had the boss to do it. Like I really was like, if they could do it, I could do it. They was playing that grinding beat. And I went home, wrote my little rhymes or whatever, and I came back and it was lit. Like
That's dope. I mean, grinding. That's. You used to remember the
that's
boss.
the original.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
the
first.
original lunch table beat. Everybody done heard that beat on the lunch table. Yeah. Got you. Mhm.
Exactly. So,
So did you know about Griselda before the shady Rock Nation thing? Did you before they got signed? Did you know? Was you affiliated with them?
yeah, so actually we were all in a group together called Buff City. And
Mhm.
it was managed by DJ Shay, rest in peace. And me, Benny and Conway, we were all in a group together. I actually had met them through Shay. I went to the studio for some studio time or whatever. Well, to inquire about some studio time. And they were playing a beat and Benny was right into it, but they kept playing it over and over again. And Shay was taking forever to come out from the back. So I ended up just writing a rap real quick to the beat. And somebody heard me like, I guess mumbling or whatever. So they was like, "Oh, you spit?" I was like, "Yeah." So they was like, "Let me hear it." So then I spit it for him. So then they brought Benny over. They was like, "Yo, she nice."
Mhm.
And Benny was like, "Oh yeah." So he went and got Shay.
Mhm.
Shay came out from the back. We talked about studio time. He like, we need a first lady for Buff City. And I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, like this is my first time rapping in the studio. Like I was a whole teenager. Like But, you know, being around them and stuff like that, it kind of just, you know, groom me to really like push my pen and to really spit. Cause, you know, them boys don't play around. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
really.
saying. Benny tell you you're nice. You're nice.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So like that's where I kind of got my start. That's kind of where we all got our start from, which was Buff City at the time. And then I moved away and everybody kind of like did their own thing, but we always stayed in touch, you know, because we family. And so a lot of people don't know that. Like I've been knowing these dudes for like 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, because I was introduced obviously through Westside's album, like I was
Mm.
telling you, you know, Lil Cease. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I heard it, I was like, I like she can spit. I mind you, I've seen no pictures of you or anything like that. I was just a Griselda fan. I've seen no pictures or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, I didn't expect you to to look how you looked when I first heard you.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, how did you maintain that? Because you spit really rugged. You understand what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
you obviously look really pretty. So how does this? How do you? No problem. How does this balance work?
Um, I mean, I feel like every New York girl have like or a female rapper, I should say,
Mm,
has like a different style. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about New York females, like we kind of are like already like that in real life. We kind of like pretty gangsters anyway. So when it
mhm,
comes to like spitting and, you know, lyrics and stuff like that, New York is, you know, one of the most lyrical cities that rappers, you know, like
mm,
reside in. You know, most of the people that come from New York, they really like push their pen. And I think I just got it from there. Like it almost used to like hurt more than it would help for me to look how I look because people wouldn't take me serious at first. Like I would come into the
mm,
studio and they would just think I was on playtime. But then, you know, of course I would shut that down because I'm like, look, I'm paying out of pocket for this. Ain't no
mm,
bag behind me. We ain't about to waste this time. But in the interim, you know,
mhm.
like I just got to do both. Like it's a blessing, you know, to be able to do both. I feel like, you know, it represents my duality as a woman. You know, I'm a Gemini, so I'm naturally like
I was
split
gonna
and
comment on the Gemini. You said dual sides, but that really just means crazy. You know what I'm saying? I had to say.
crazy is relative, okay?
Mm-hmm. All
Mm-hmm.
right. All right.
Yeah, you
Nah,
know, but I feel like everybody got two sides. I don't feel like it's just Gemini. I feel like everybody has two different sides. The sides that they don't want you to see and a side that when you first meet them, like, you
true,
know.
true. Yeah, I'm Aquarius, so I get it. I get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Yeah,
we
Aquarius and Gemini, we get along. We
yeah,
gang.
we cool, we cool.
But I
Twin.
think it's just kind of fun to turn that on and to be able to like say what, you know, other people are thinking or want to say, you know, and speak not only for myself, but I have a lot of male followers and fans and stuff like that. They like, you know, I can't really get down with a lot of females, but you like, you know, I
Yeah,
could
you
ride
spit.
to
You spit
that.
that thing. You definitely spit that thing. So let me ask you something. All right, then. So now that you're making your way and your rounds around the media and stuff like that, do you feel like maybe being so attractive might has people have tried to pigeonhole you?
um At first, yeah, because I remember like getting like comments or whatever, like, oh, you should model, you should do this, and the third. And it's like, no, like I'm a spitter. Like I don't rap, like I spit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And just being around the people that I was around, like early on, you know, like that was always in me. So even when I came down to the South and I was doing like different kind of music, it still was there. Like the lyrics were still there, the bars were still there. It was
mm,
just I was rapping more so over trap beats than boom bap beats. So
okay,
um I think, you know, I don't think it hurts because I feel like now is a great time for female artists, period. And you have a spectrum of
that's a fact.
people that sound, you know, completely different. Everybody not sounding the same. You know,
Mm,
you have different lanes now for females. So I mean, it is what it is. Like I feel like I'm
that's a
marketable and even with um the things that I do outside of music, as far as like my brand Armani's Closet, like I'm able to still get that bag on both sides because that's the goal. at the end of the day.
No, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna definitely get to that. All right. All right, but you was talking about like you used to spit on trap beats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we fast forward. Your first single was on DJ Premier beat, and that's the holy grail of boom bap. You understand what I'm saying? That's the iconic one. Yeah, exactly. So first and foremost, what is it like? What was it like working with DJ Premier? You got the scratches, like you came in the game correct. You understand?
He went crazy. That okay, so I met DJ Premier like years and years ago. When I was traveling with Spesh, 38 Spesh, and he's from Rochester. So like we all kind of like gang tight, because he used to come to Buff City too and do his thing. But I met DJ Premier. I always said like I wanted to do a song with him, but at the time like I really wasn't like going hard like how I am now. And I already had songs over DJ Premier beats. Like I did a freestyle over the Nas's Like beat for my mixtape 1996. And just growing up hearing his beats, like I just always wanted to do it. So when I did the track, Wes didn't even tell me that it was a DJ Premier beat until like I was done. And he was like, oh yeah, so now I'm about to send this to Preemo so he can put the scratches and stuff on it. And I turned around like, what?
That's a dope
like,
surprise.
what do you mean? Like, you just gonna not say that?
Yeah,
you just like, I ain't want it to be no pressure.
Facts.
Super cool. I wanted to kill him. I was so mad because I was like, but he knows me. He knows that I'm a perfectionist, and I probably would have been wanting to do like a million different takes to get it right. But I think that like that's how he works. He likes to keep things a surprise. Because even with the Lil Cease track, I didn't know that was going on his album until he had told me about it, and I had completely forgot about that verse. Like I was like, so which song you putting on here? Like, because when I lock in down there, I just do a whole bunch of songs and then I leave. So it'd be songs that I forget about, and I'd be like, oh my God, I did kind of go in on that. Oh,
you hear months later, like, I forgot I was that nice. Okay,
Basically.
Yeah, okay, that's a fact. So yeah, you all right then. So September 18th, that's the release date. What
release date.
Okay, that's the release date. Do we have a title? Because I didn't see a title.
Yes, it's called The Liz. And Isaac Polano he did the cover or whatever. It's a cover, a painting, like a real life painting of Liz Claiborne. But like Wes be on his wrestling shit. So, that's where that Liz kind of came from too. So it's kind of like his version of Liz, my version of the Liz.
Like Elizabeth.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's art, one thing about Griselda, they gonna make you think, and they gonna definitely be on like they art stuff. So I could appreciate that. It was different because at first we had a different cover in mind, and had to scrap that idea, and then we just had to get creative, and we was like, why not?
No. Okay then. All right. So as far as it goes, what should people like expect from it? Are we bapping us, or is it a little trap? You getting some North Carolina? What are we looking for?
I traveled over to the Griselda side. Like it's more boom bap, but it's like a mixture. I still have songs that are a little bit trappier. I know me and Benny got Simply Done, but we also have another track called Drillorama that's on there that is like more of a trap beat. It's an 808 Mafia beat. So we have that. Yum Yum is on there. I know I had dropped that before the project, but that's going to be on the project. And then everything else is kind of just really for the Griselda fans, like, to kind of feed them, because when I got signed, a lot of people didn't get it because of how I looked or how like my music sounded previously, and they didn't really have faith in the fact that I would be able to rap. But it's like, Wes was like very like adamant about like, no, I want you to do you. So I want you to be able, because you can do both. And I know this because I've been knowing you for 10 years. I knew when you first started rapping like how you were, and you were able to do songs with Benny and Conway before anybody even heard of you. So I think, you know, now it's just time to show the world. So he like, let's shut everybody up, you know, and, you know, be on our Griselda stuff real quick. And then we can start with everything else.
Start expand. That's fine. That's though you guys usually seem to have things like planned out for like months, or whether it be like how many albums are going to drop and how it's lined up and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure like the year coming to fruition, like for 2020 being a big year for you, was kind of like planned before, right?
Yes and no. Like I feel like at the beginning when we were you know, signing or whatever, literally like when I signed, that week later the world shut down. So we had to go through quarantine and try to figure all of that out. Then Wes got sick, I got sick, like, you know, with the whole coronavirus thing. So it just was
I had
so much.
also survivors,
Yeah, so it was just so much going on. So we didn't, that wasn't planned. Like, you know, it was really like for me to get signed and then like go on my press run, do my radio interviews, you know, my freestyles, go crazy on that. And, you know, we kind of just had to switch gears and come up with another strategy. But I just feel like, you know, this has been like a really great year just because my first, you know, feature, that I was on, Complex Name did top 10 verse of the year. And I didn't expect that. Like,
how
you know
does
what I'm
that
saying? Because
feel?
I was just like, okay, well, this is just a feature that, you know, that's just gonna be on the album. I didn't even know it was gonna be on the album.
No, but it was one that you thought about, and then boom, top 10.
Exactly. And then boom. And then, you know, we dropped Simply Done. And then it's like with Preemo and everything like that. Wes already knew what he wanted to do. I think I was more so just like ready to work. And I'm just ready. Like, I just kind of trusted him to put the pieces together. It was like for the first time in a long time, I just wanted to be an artist and just focus on rapping, of course, run my business. But, you know, I just wanted to have the freedom to, you know, lock in and just make music, because for so long I was, you know, doing it by myself. So I had to be the artist, the manager, the bag, the you know what I'm saying, everything.
Yeah.
So now it's like I just want to chill, I just want to rap.
And that's what thing the whole Griselda experience has been for you. Just no pressure, just you make dope music.
Yeah, making dope music. I'm still very like hands-on with everything as far as like my looks, my videos and stuff like that. But I think that it's fun to be able to kind of be in a different realm of like, or a different genre of rap, and actually like be able to bounce ideas off of each other with the visuals and stuff like that, because, you know, they're kind of unorthodox with their stuff, and, you know, they're setting a tone that, you know, is groundbreaking. Like, people haven't seen this since like back in the day, and they're doing it, and it's new and it's fresh. So you know, Griselda, they definitely got their wave, and it's just fun to be able to do like groundbreaking things, stuff that hasn't been done before.
Okay, speaking of you, you're doing groundbreaking things yourself. Armani's Closet, Peep
Thank
It,
you.
Problem. It's definitely fly. Okay, then so when did you start Armani's Closet?
I started Armani's Closet in November last year. And you know, it really just started off with me just selling stuff from my closet, like stuff that I wore to like events or like a hosting or something like that I wasn't gonna wear no more. And I was like, you know, I always take stuff to the Goodwill, give it away or whatever. But it was like Friday and I had nothing to do, so I just started taking pictures and posting it on a page, on the original Armani's Closet page, and people, you know, was like buying it like that. And then after a while, people started asking me like, are you gonna get this back in, or are you gonna restock this, or do you have this like in a large or a small with this? And I'm like, these are one of ones, but I got you, like, I'm gonna figure it out. So then, you know, I figured it was a need, so I had to feed the streets, you know.
Got you. Yeah, Meg featured in Armani Closet. How did that feel?
That felt great, because here's the thing. It's like, you know, my whole like career of doing everything from my boutiques to my music, the biggest blessings just come out of nowhere. And they come for the free. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that her team had even like reached out or anything. Like, nobody reached out to me and was like, oh yeah, we need to dress Meg and this, that, and the third. Like, they actually went and purchased it. And I just be so busy knocking out orders that I don't even be paying attention to who be buying stuff. So it wasn't until I seen it on Fashion Bomb Daily when they tagged it and tagged me, and I was like, oh my God, like this is fire, you know. And you know, her stylist, like, I ship to people in Atlanta a lot, so her stylist, I had actually been a model on one of his fashion shows right before quarantine and stuff happened and here in Charlotte. So it just was crazy. It felt good. And then BET came behind it and showcased that. And I just was like, wow, like, and I ain't have to pay a dime. That's the biggest flex. Like, I ain't need no I ain't had to purchase no PR, no nothing. Like, it just happened organically. And I think that this year with everything, like, everything has just been happening organically. And I couldn't be more grateful. I'm very blessed. Like, God been showing out.
Facts. Even in the 2020, like, I get it. So where does your style come from? I see. I looked through the page and stuff like that for research purposes, quote unquote. No. But how does that where does your style come from? Because it's like, it's really elegant at this. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, that's the duality of it. So where does that come from?
I've always kind of had like an eye for fashion. I always loved getting dressed and being cute. And I think that you know, I pay attention to trends, but I also very much like to do me. And I just feel like hip hop and fashion go hand in hand anyway. So I don't know. I just think, you know, it comes from the drip. Like, the it's just my swag. I just like to get dressed. I like to, you know, look nice, be trendy but still classic. You know, a lot of the things that we sell are like trendy it girl items. Like, that's our slogan. We sell clothes for the it girls. And I like to keep it fresh, new. I don't like to really sell stuff that a whole lot of people, you know, is rocking already. You know, I kind of like people to like stay in their own lane, just like I like to stay in my own lane with my music and everything else. So
okay, got you. So what's the future for Armani's Closet? Like, are we talking like Fifth Ave, or you want to keep it like an online boutique? Like, what's the future?
we had an actual brick and mortar location before, like, Corona thing like popped off or whatever. But online is cool for right now. I do see myself like in the future, once we kind of know what's going on with, you know, the world, if I know that I'm going to have like another like place, and I want locations everywhere, like, you know, New York, NC, of course, gotta have one in the LA, you know, Houston, maybe. Like, I want to make sure like I build it, and I want it to be a place where, you know, other entrepreneurs like myself can come and train and learn and be able to just build Black business. Like, I want a $1 billion enterprise, like, because I feel like it's time for that. You know, Black businesses is on a rise, and it's, like I said, it's time for that.
Support Black business. That's dope. All right then. So for people that don't know about Armani's Closet, where can they find it?
They can find it at ArmaniCaesar.com. That's ArmaniCaesar.com, or they can follow the page Armani's_Closet. Not the one with the one, because I see somebody tried to make a little fake page or whatever.
Okay.
We ain't, you know what I'm saying?
You
We ain't on
made it.
that.
You made it. You've made it. Once you get the fake pages, you've made it.
Lord, no. Once you get like all of the people like copying your stuff, like I've been through, like I've seen my pictures everywhere on like tons of boutique sites. Like, they take my pictures and they go ham. But it is what it is. You know, they say it's the greatest form of flattery, so I ain't tripping.
Yes, man.
But yeah, we taking it to the top.
That's a fact. Okay, then. So I have this question about like the state of like women women's rap, right? And maybe you can help out. I feel like at this point, it's like with everything, controversy usually sells. I mean, like if you look at WAP, it went to like #1 and stuff of that nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think does this something like when you put out music, is it something like you're looking for to be a little bit more like provocative, and whatever you do, like to maybe like garner a little bit more attention and stuff like that?
Not really. Like I go into it kind of just making it be relevant to whatever I'm going through. Like if I'm
Mhm.
talking about something sexy or provocative, it's because that's just what's on my mind or what I'm going through at the time. If I'm talking about, like street stuff, or if I'm talking about however I'm feeling, I'm talking about it. I'm not really going to the studio like, oh, I'm about to go viral, or I got to do this, I got to do that, because that kind of like stunts your creativity, or at least mine. And I
Mhm.
also don't feel like, I feel like anything that people can connect to, that is real and authentic, people are going to rock with that. Gimmicks work, but they only work because it's some part of it that a person can relate to in some way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
Like that's with any kind of music. That's why you have like the Jay-Z's or the Mary J. Blige's, or like they make music that you can feel like, ooh, like I felt that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a party jam, whether it's a club, whatever. Like I just think that staying authentic and just speaking to the people is what is gonna win always, And
Mhm.
right now people just need a break anyway. So I feel like that's why it works, because it's like we've been dealing with social injustice and coronavirus and this presidency. Like I think that people just needed a break. They wanted to have some fun. Everybody ain't going out to clubs, but the people that are in the clubs, like they just want to relax and just let
That's
their hair
fun.
down.
Mhm.
So
Okay, I got you. All right, so as far as for now, this is my OG's favorite question, but I want to remix a little bit. I want to know, who is your top 5 favorite women rapper of all time?
female or just period?
Female.
I ain't hear female. Um,
Mhm.
Kim, Foxy, Missy, Lauryn Hill, and it's always like a wild card. I don't.
Spot.
It's this hard. I don't know. Like I love Eve. I love Trina. I love Remy. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. That
Uh,
last one, it depends on how I'm feeling. It's one of them,
exactly.
depending on the day of the week.
Okay, so who are you most recently listening to? And that's in general. Who's on your playlist right now?
Right now, definitely Griselda.
Mhm.
Listening to all my unreleased music because we've got tons of that. But outside of us, Summer Walker, I listen to her a lot. I listen. DDG got a new song that I love. That Moonwalking in Calabasas joint is hard. Key Glock. I still listen to Fab, like even like his
Okay.
old stuff, soul tapes, all of that,
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Um, mixtape Wayne, that kind of puts me in my like bag, like to just go crazy,
Yeah,
if I'm going to the studio or something like that.
I feel bad for the kids that just got like the No Ceilings that they just released.
Oh my,
And there's only 10, so I'm like, you got to go to that Piff. You got to get the 21 track. Oh, what
listen,
he went
I
on.
don't feel bad for them because I feel like more people in our generation need to actually do their research,
Mhm.
because I feel like growing up, like I listen to all type of music, you know what I'm saying, and I love old school music, and I don't know if it's just because I have an old soul or if it's just because like we just knew about stuff. Like your mom, would play like Aretha Franklin or something like that, like or Marvin Gaye. Like I feel like, we
So
just was
you
on
play
it.
Wayne, you playing mixtape Wayne on Sundays
I'm playing mixtape
while
Wayne
you
on
cleaning?
Sunday.
While you cleaning?
Right after Kirk Franklin. But I'm definitely playing mixtape Wayne. You gotta get the
Yeah,
church
you
music in at the beginning of
duality.
it. And then
Yeah. Okay, I got you. I got you.
yeah.
All right. So, as far as for now, how to let people know the album again, reintroduce the album, and then let them know where they can find you.
Yes, the list drops 9/18, September 18th. It's gonna be super duper lit. For all the people that got the leak, like it's gonna be even better than that. I'm gonna add some extra stuff, and we got visuals coming for all of the stuff that is out now. And yeah, you can find me on Armani Caesar TV on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Armani Caesar. It's really Armani Caesar across the board: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Yeah. And
Okay.
it's lit. It's up and it's stuck.
Okay, so before I let you go though, like I said, I'm a huge Griselda fan. Is there anything I should be knowing, dropping from the rest of the team before we go? Any secrets, any exclusives we get for all hip hop?
I mean, it's a Griselda takeover this month. We got me dropping on the 18th. Before that, 9/11 is Conway. The 28th is Westside Gunn. And Benny is dropping, I think, in between or after that too. So like we all dropping, we're going crazy.
Okay then. And tell Wes we don't need him to retire. The game still needs him.
You know, because Wes will definitely like throw a retirement ball out there. He loves it.
Okay.